What it do, my love? This your girl, 5-star key. Oh wow. I see, look, it's so wild because it was raining one day. It was raining one day when I was outside, and mm, it was raining one day when I was outside. And that's literally all I fucking smelled was that. That's right. Like, let me get some of this and see how it makes me feel. But anywho, okay, so so this is what I wanted to say. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say or whatever. I pretty much was thinking about I pretty much was just thinking about the manipulation and the tactics and the trickery and the things that people do um just because they feel like they can. You get what I'm saying? Like a demonic man and his family doing witchcraft and trickery on another person's family and then trying to destroy another person's family just because that man and his family are evil and wicked. You know, um they don't like to sit and conversate and communicate with people. Like, you know, like if a bottle of water got a problem with you, you'll sit around and you'll bring that bottle of water to your face and you'll be like, is there a problem? You get what I'm saying? Instead of, instead of it just being, secret beef or secret animosity. You get what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is it's weird because it be grown men. It be grown. I'm talking about these grown men be grown, old, and they be having kids, businesses, and all type of shit. And it's just like these men, it's kind of like they aren't healed. You get what I'm saying? It's like those type of men that's grown with businesses and all that weird shit. It's like they're not grown. It's like they desire control so bad. What it do, my love? It's like they desire control so bad they don't care who real, period. It's like they don't care who they manipulate as long as they're manipulating somebody. As long as somebody is listening to the bullshit that they're fucking saying. You get what I'm saying? And it's just wild because even when you think about a kid, right? Child, just say I can't have nothing but Libra. They shouldn't exist. Listen, just say I can't have nothing but Libra Taurus kids, right? That doesn't mean just because you can have a Taurus kid or a Libra kid, that doesn't automatically mean that they will grow up into an Empress or Emperor energy. You get what I'm saying? Because see, that's where I feel like a lot of these karmic low vibrational witches be having people fucked up at. You get what I'm saying? Because these people are literally trying to take kids. You get what I'm saying? Fake card readers. Yes, they are fake card readers, my love. And I've been saying that for years. I have been saying that for years, but that's why they had to push me out of that quote unquote tarot side because they know I was telling the truth on their ass. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's the only reason why they even felt some type of way about me in the first place is because they didn't like what I was saying. But the thing is, this is why I'm saying people are evil. The reason why I'm saying people are evil is because the reason why I'm saying people are evil is because, my love, these people will literally say that my love, will literally say that, oh, 5-star key is evil or wicked. But literally, I'm only minding my business. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally only doing what pays me. You get what I'm saying? And they're mad or they're intimidated by what pays me. So then it's kind of like, oh, they want to destroy my businesses and things, right? just so they can get their other karmic, low vibrational karmic reader or whoever, because they don't have any ideas for real. You get what I'm saying? That's why they have to literally hide, and that's why they literally have to try to walk in other people's energy. So it's like, okay, just say if you somebody that don't sleep around like that, you literally got a karmic bitch sleeping around fucking people in your energy. You get what I'm saying? And then sitting up here trying to watch your whole entire life just so they can try to mimic and replicate your energy. To me, that's stupid as fuck. And the reason why is because it's like, damn, you hate yourself that bad to the point where you don't want to get to know yourself. You hate yourself that bad to the point where you just got to do your little witchcraft and you just got to do your little things to make whatever you said seem accurate. You get what I'm saying? Like, even when I look back at those old videos, like just how they was playing when it came down to me and my daughter. You get what I'm saying? Like how they was playing like that. Like it's like those people was trying to set me up with a false child or something like that. And then it's like they tried to set me up with a false ass motherfucking child, wanted me to hurt a child, but they blinded me to situations, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. You get what I'm saying? So they blinded me to situations, wanting me to hurt a child that I would never hurt. You get what I'm saying? Because why would I? Especially if I'm thinking that, okay, this is my child and things like that. Why would I hurt my own child? That's dumb. You get what I'm saying? And like for anybody to even try to do so much witchcraft and manipulation to try to make a situation seem as that, you get what I'm saying? When it's really not, it's just kind of like, damn. Do you not know a lot of people done wasted a lot of their energy, time, and just time and energy on trying to make somebody else seem or look bad? Just because you wanted to steal my idea, my business idea, you want to be walking in my business shoes, and I'll be walking in your bum shoes, because that's pretty much like the way the energy has been lately. I kid you not. This is kind of how it's been, my love. It's like these people, whoever they are, they wanted to destroy my business because I really had real LLCs. You get what I'm saying? And I had mine since I think that said 2022, like 2022, 2021. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like it's like I was really legit with all my things that I had going on. You get what I'm saying? So it's wild. Like I said, me being in a fucked up financial situation for this long, it's been wild to me. But but anyway, then me also realizing like the blockages, what blocks you in life. Cause hold on, I think that's my sister now. Okay. Nothing, just sitting up here on this live talking my noise. Oh, I had got some new instant oil.
How you gonna lie with no clothes on?
I got some clothes on. I got a robe on. They can't see no cat.
They can see your boobs.
No, they can't. They can't see that either.
Oh.
Nothing. I gotta go to this interview in a little while. So. She can ride the city bus for free. So I need to see about because she's a student. Yeah. So I need to see Yeah, I was wondering why the hell this girl had on some damn boy pants. The fuck you got on boy drawers for, child? The fuck? No boys live here. The fuck is this 15-year-old doing with boy drawers? Yeah, but I think these grown ass men are weird. I just think whatever the fuck motherfuckers got going on is I just think that shit weird. Like, and that's why I be saying like I be so much in my own zone and I be so much minding my business. Thank you, my love. I be so much minding my business and it's just weird. Like it's weird. It's weird when you mind your business so much and then you got outside forces wanting to be you. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's so weird. I don't know. I didn't look, but all I know is that's some weird ass shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck my daughter is wearing boy drawers for. This weird, but but I noticed that's what them. Okay, so let me tell you, whoever these weird ass people was that was in my life trying to set me up with whatever the fuck they had going on. Oh, what they was trying to do, they were trying to take my daughter for some reason. And right now I still don't know why they were trying to fucking do that. Can we speak FaceTime from Snapchat? I don't know, but I do have a Snapchat though. And I don't have any friends. So if you're not an energy vampire, if you're not an energy vampire and you're not somebody who's trying to harvest my energy with them demonic motherfuckers, then I can talk to you on Snapchat. But because I do, like I said, I do be wanting somebody to talk to because I don't trust these people. I don't be on Instagram like that. So the only other app I pretty much be on right now is uh Instagram and Snapchat. And I only got on Snapchat just because I only got back on Snapchat because I like looking at my old videos and pictures. It's so weird. I like looking at myself like years ago, weeks ago, months ago. And the only reason why is because every day I change. You get what I'm saying? Like every day I change. Every day is just something that, you know, I don't know. Just me looking back is just something that I like enjoying to do. Okay. But yeah, though, I don't know what the sick twisted agenda is with people kids. But one thing I do know for sure is that if it's up to me, if it's up to me, no warlock and no witch is getting a hold to my fucking kid. You get what I'm saying? Now, even if I'm in love with a man or if I'm dealing with a man and he start having me confused, guess what? If he start having me confused, I know he's doing something as far as like, some form of manipulation or something because he doesn't want me to see something clearly or he doesn't want me to see something properly. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just like, um, and then on top of that, like I said, I can't fuck with the fake ass family members either. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fake family members, like, bitch, you was a grown ass bitch. Your content is so weird because the bitch content not even like mine, but yet when it come down to everything I'm doing, my notebook, my podcast, because my podcast is based on, self love, self realization. You live in Turkey. You live in Turkey. I eat turkey. But but anyway, so what I was gonna say, but yeah, it's just weird, man. Blocking the way. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I literally feel like those certain people, whoever those weird women are, it's like they blocked my way to whatever the fuck I was doing. You get what I'm saying? Like they blocked my path in life. And it's so weird because it's like, why try to throw all this confusion on me? Why try to throw all these burdens on me? And why do all this shit to me? You get what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's it's dumb. You get what I'm saying? Then not only that, you got people that will throw burdens on you and your child, and then turn around and flip a situation to make it seem like the mother is doing wicked or evil to the child. Like, to me, that's sad. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's sad as fuck. And it's just like, when it comes down to being real and being honest and authentic, a lot of parents don't be authentic. A lot of parents don't be real. When it does come down to demonic influence, and when you are dealing with a man that is a warlock, because see, sometimes women don't know that. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes women don't be knowing that the man they in love with, married to, or deeply in love with, got kids with, is a fucking warlock. He's an energy vampire. All he wants you for is your energy. He really don't like you for real. He really don't know who he is for real. You get what I'm saying? All he knows is he needs energy to survive in this earthly plane without him being recognized as a fuck up or an asshole. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, So with that being said, it's just like, us women, we need to recognize the signs of warlocks, energy vampires, manipulators. Because let me tell you, I got a whole book. Hold on. Okay, I actually have several. I made this one up because this one is like, I have a lot of good information in this one, like the seven spiritual laws, and the laws about intention, desire, detachment. Now that's a big law that I didn't know anything about. I didn't even know how to exercise that law a long time ago. The law of detachment. I did not know that law at all. I didn't, like, child, do you not know I was just stuck on any man that was like, oh, he would do this for me, he would do that for me. That's why this work guy, he was so funny. He was like, because I used to tell him the truth about everything. So he said, he'll leave for a couple of days, like, but he will always leave for a couple of days and he will come back. So that's kind of why, like, he's been gone for too long now for me to just think about him often. But anyway, so back then, so the guy, he would leave, come back, and then buy me food, buy me weed, put his little butt in my pocket. He would just do that every couple of days, and then he would leave, and then he would come back. But I told him one day, he was like, "Oh, what you been doing since I've been gone?" Like, literally, that be the conversation every time, because I believe he do this on purpose. But anyway, he was like, "So what you was doing while I was gone or whatever?" I'm like, oh, nothing. I met woo, such and such. He took me to buy some food and da 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 da. He was like, don't get too excited about. He was like, don't get too excited about woo buying you food. He said, I bought you food. I was like, okay, you're right. But anyway, so but yeah, that was funny. Um, I don't know why I just thought about that. But anyway, so okay, so they are different type of vampires. Okay, it's different type of vampires out here. You got antisocial vampires. You got histrionic vampire. You got narcissistic vampire. You have obsessive compulsive vampires. You have paranoid vampires. You got emotional vampires. Now, when it comes down to all those, I just kind of feel like women, we should learn how to identify all those type of vampires in a person. You get what I'm saying? Because I kid you not, my love. Just say, because like literally we do have to protect ourselves against energy vampires. Because those are the type of people that literally just come into your life and they will just suck you dry. You get what I'm saying? Like energetically, get you lazy, miserable, depressed, sad, all the emotions that the devil loves to ride on. You get what I'm saying? So, because like I said, the devil like to ride on emotions, and the God like to ride on emotions too. You get what I'm saying? Because the thing is, if you don't give me no emotion, how do I know you really give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't show me that you really love me, then how do I know that you really love me? But if you show me that you don't care, then that's all I know is that you don't really care. You get what I'm saying? Because it's about what you show a person. But anyway, so you got antisocial vampires. Okay, so the antisocial vampires hate boredom. Have you ever met somebody like that? And I'm not saying people that hate being bored are just, vampires. Because everybody that hates being bored is not a vampire. Because you got some people that will literally sit around their house all fucking day and have phone be dry as a biscuit. Nobody knocking on the door and nothing really just going on, too much traffic or anything, but they still just be bored as fuck sitting at home. You get what I'm saying? Now, to me, that's just a regular ass, bored ass person who don't want to go bother nobody, or, if they bored right there doing whatever they got going on, they don't want to come bring that bored shit over there to your ass. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, to me, that's normal. But the way this is saying it is antisocial vampires, they hate boredom. They love parties, sex, drugs, rock and roll, and they love to pursue excitement, even though it ends up breaking both laws in the end, as far as social and conventional laws. So it says, recognize them before they turn on the charm. Check the references of the past, okay? Check the references of the past of the antisocial vampires. And like I said, the reason why is because they love parties, they love drugs and sex, and they do things quickly. That's why God always represents patience. Oh, and we were saying something. I was with my mom and my grandma yesterday, and they was saying some funny shit. She was saying, they was talking to my daughter about something, and they was like, tell the truth, shame the devil. It was like, tell the truth, shame the devil, whatever. But they was talking about something in a joking way. But when they said that, that made me think of that Bible verse where it says, for my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. Let what you say be simply yes or no. Anything more than that comes from evil. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why I kind of feel like all that plays a part in the vampire world is because, okay, so just say, I'm speaking more than yes and no. You know what I'm saying? Like how I was just being, freely thinking that, oh, the internet is my friend because the internet pays me, but the internet is not my goddamn friend. The internet ain't paid me shit. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just kind of like when you recognize certain social vampires, energy harvesters and manipulators and things like that, that's when you'll really just keep things to yourself. Once you realize that, you'll be like, okay, so that man, That man is kind of like an antisocial vampire. He just kind of want to lay up and have sex with me, and then once he gets sex, he's going back to go do unconventional things to other people. You get what I'm saying? So, okay, so then it says protection against antisocial vampires is recognizing them before they turn on the charm. So that's just kind of like, okay, you know how if a man just be so fine or whatever, he got money, he's buying bitches biscuits and teas all motherfucking day. You get what I'm saying? So he's doing all this just so he can get something in return, which is either sex, drugs, or rock and roll. You get what I'm saying? He's trying to get that in return from somebody. So with that being said, it's just like you got to recognize them. You know what I'm saying? Because they could be sweet motherfuckers. Like, oh, like, damn, this is a sweet ass motherfucker. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But then you'll be like, check his references to the past. You'll be like, okay, he got a lot of baby mamas. He been in and out of prison. He got a lot of violent charges. He's done violent things. He done wicked things. You get what I'm saying? So then when you turn around and you think about it, you be like, okay, so 9 times out of 10, he could possibly get violent with me. He could possibly get wicked with me. So does that mean I have to get wicked with him back? Because I'm not just going to sit up here and let no man just be wicked with me. You get what I'm saying? So, and then it says too about antisocial vampires. It just says what they've done in the past is what they've done in the past is the best reference for what they'll do in the future. Get to know them well before you open up your heart or your wallet to an antisocial vampire. Because that's just like a scamming man that's going around here lying just to get his way. If he done that in the past, you know he's capable of doing that again. You get what I'm saying? If this man done drug all these different people in different situations and strung everybody along in the past, then he's capable of doing that again. You get what I'm saying? So now we have histrionic vampires, okay? Now, histrionic vampires, they live for attention and approval. They also live for drama is their key word, okay? In all sense, what you see is not what you get. And I kind of feel like that's the biggest thing that is, I would say more so scary. You get what I'm saying? I could say more so scary because you got the histrionic vampires. So the histrionic vampires they're not real. You get what I'm saying? Like the histrionic vampires, they live for the approval of people. So with that being said, okay, so like, oh well, if you don't like that wig, then put this other wig on. You get what I'm saying? Maybe they'll like you in that wig. Or if they don't like that shoe, then put another shoe on. They might like you in that other shoe. You get what I'm saying? So it's like those are the type of people that care about the way they look. They care about, a lot of certain things. That's kind of why some histrionic vampires, they always got to be dolled up, looking beautiful and cute, or they won't show you who they are at all. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why is because they're drama filled. They ride off of the energy of drama and attention. Okay? So they always make a big fuss about everything. Looking good is their quote unquote specialty for the histrionic vampire. Okay? When all else is unimportant, they more so worry about how they look. You get what I'm saying? That's why I said the histrionic vampire, my love, they will not show you who they truly are. They will only give you a piece of an image of who they are because they live for approval. Because just say if a histrionic vampire is in a mirror and they don't like what the fuck they see. So with that being said, they're going to try to manipulate others into thinking that, somebody else is, the way they act or the way they do or the way they see or the way they are or the way they be. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, like I said, histrionic vampires, they live for attention and approval. Drama is their key word. In all sense, what you see is not what you get when you're dealing with a histrionic vampire. So always remember that. Like I said, I'm only telling this to the women because I feel like it's more important for the women to know how these men are when it comes down to vampires and things. They never do anything unacceptable, either mistakes or immortal thoughts. Okay, so Sometimes the histrionic vampire, they feel like they don't do nothing wrong. You get what I'm saying? The histrionic vampire, they feel like they're just so perfect. They just feel like everybody loves them. Even when it comes down to certain mistakes that they make, they don't recognize their mistakes. They just feel like they're, it's everything. Like, just say if a histrionic vampire stole my business idea, right? Like, they won't feel bad about them stealing my idea or pushing me out of the picture or trying to take things that I really worked hard for. You get what I'm saying? They won't feel bad about trying to steal my business idea, or hell, they'll even do it in your face. You get what I'm saying? They'll fuck around and like literally take my business idea, my love, and then get me blocked off of this platform, and then they'll turn around and go say the same sentence that I just fucking said. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, they feel like they don't have to be accountable for anything. Those histrionic vampires, that's histronic. Histrionic. Okay, and it says their behavior is more direct at fooling themselves than fooling you. Oh my God. Their behavior is more direct at fooling themselves than fooling you. So a histrionic vampire, if they feel like, oh, all they need is your attention for a second, just to create some drama, they're not really noticing that they're putting their energy on the line as far as, okay, you're seeing that person for who they truly are because they want your attention and approval just so they can cause drama. And the only reason why they can cause drama is because they want to look the better in the situation. You get what I'm saying? So just say a histrionic vampire, okay, well, hold on. Before I say that, let me finish saying this. It says, many self-help gurus and public speakers are histrionics, okay? Many self-help gurus and public speakers are histrionics. And that makes sense because it's like they live just for the approval of others. They don't really, when it comes down to like who they really are, they're not showing you who they really are. It's kind of like what you see is not what you get when those histrionic vampires, because they want you to believe whatever the fuck they're telling you. And they don't want you to question it either. But it says seductive histrionic. Okay, so a seductive histrionic may hit on your boyfriend or hit on your girlfriend, not to steal them, but to get their attention. Okay? Now, I feel like we've all been in situations like that where we have encountered a histrionic. Oh, I'm saying a word wrong now. Okay, so histrionic. Okay, so I feel like we've all encountered histrionic vampires in our life, because you do have histrionic people, men and women, that just want to take your girl from you or take your man from you, just so they can be like, oh, I took your girl, like you can't get her back. I done took your man, you can't get him back. Woo, 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 woo. But that's the seductiveness of the histrionic vampire. It's like they got power in knowing that they took something from you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like they get power knowing that they took your man from you or helped you lose your job, or they helped you when it came down to financial struggles and financial situations. When they know that they helped played a part in that, it makes them feel good, because it's like, oh, now you're mad, you're angry now. So now when it comes down to the histrionic vampire, they're in the cut laughing because they're like, ha 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 ha. The bitch not knowing that, the bitch is not knowing that, that I know what the fuck she's doing. You get what I'm saying? The bitch don't know that, this witch right here helped her lose her job. She pressed that button on the slick. She pressed that button on the slick so you didn't fucking know. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just like, they get a kick out of doing that. They get a kick out of pressing your buttons, like, they get a kick out of pressing your buttons and then seeing how you react off of some shit that they just fucking did, because that gives them a high. You get what I'm saying? That gives the histrionic vampires a high. So next we have a narcissistic vampire. Okay, they live out their grandiose. Or grandiose? Okay, they live out their grandiose fantasies of being the most talented, most skilled, smartest, and all around best people in the world, writes Bernstein. It's not so much they think of themselves as better than other people as they don't think of other people at all. So yes, 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 yes. This narcissistic vampire. Now that's a good one because I never really just sat back and even though I read this before, I read these on my other page. But I guess it's good to go through this every now and then. Hell, even once a month, twice a week, hell. You get what I'm saying? Because you know what they say anyway. If you go over things like this, every so often you'll remember it. So therefore, if a man comes around you thinking that he's better than everybody, but he really don't think of other people at all, the conversation is all about him. He only want to talk about himself. He only want to talk about what he done got new. He only want to talk about things that he done did or what people have done for him to get him to where the fuck he at. But yet he don't want to look back and help the people that help him get to where the fuck he at. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just like a narcissistic vampire or somebody who really does not think about other people at all. And if they can't win big, they find little ponds to be big fish in. So that's why I said too about the narcissistic vampire. That's why somebody with like a bigger platform or a bigger whatever the fuck would came and destroy my business and things like that. Or, they did things surreptitiously. You get what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, if a narcissist can't win something, then they'll find a small pond to be a big fish in. You get what I'm saying? And then the narcissistic vampire, it's like they only find people who need to be needed. Okay, because that makes them feel adored. That makes a narcissist man feel adored, and that's what makes him like how sometimes these men be having all this money, then they be going out and doing certain things with certain people, and then you'll be like, damn, this it's a real woman over there. This man ain't offered to buy you coffee, see what type of business ideas you had. This man didn't think about putting no money in your pocket, paying your bills, buying you a cheap bucket car. Like these men don't be thinking about doing things like that because that's how when a certain woman looks at a man as a provider. Because me personally, I look at a man as a provider. If a man do things like that, he just sees what I need and he just does what I need. You get what I'm saying? I don't really have to do too much asking, complaining, or even talking or whining or crying because he sees what the fuck I need and he just gives me what the fuck I need. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's kind of like I look at, because you got some narcissists that look at it as if you're not begging me for no money, if you're not asking me to do these things for you, then they're not going to do it because that's how a narcissist rocks. But a real man don't operate like that. A real man operates, okay, that's my love, and I see my love needs something. I see my love needs this. I see my love needs that. You get what I'm saying? And that's how a real man going to show his security. That's how a real man going to show that he's protective and he cares. You get what I'm saying? Versus the narcissistic vampire. Oh well, she know I got some money. All I'm doing is waiting on her to ask for it. You get what I'm saying? And it's it just be that type of shit with them niggas. And it just be like, no, like nigga, that's a vampire. You get what I'm saying? Because then if this man, okay, so just say he got money and he's just sitting up there waiting for you to ask for it. Then literally later on down the line, he could be like, oh, well, remember I gave you this money, woo to woo. I got this for you. I got that for you. If I would have never paid for your car, you would have never kept it that long. Or if I would have never helped you do this or do that, you would not have been, you know what I'm saying, in that type of situation, environment around those people. You get what I'm saying? It's just like a narcissist vampire would throw things up in your face versus a real man that won't, because a real man knows, okay, like shit, this my woman. So with that being said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get this woman a car so she can come see me. Or if I need her to go give me some coffee or bring me something to work or from work or go do this for me or go do that for me, I know she can do it because I done bought her a goddamn car. You get what I'm saying? Then it's like a real man will know too. Okay, well, there's no reason why, we got cleaning supplies in the house. I done bought the cleaning supplies. There's no reason why the house shouldn't be clean. There's no reason why the clothes shouldn't be washed. It's a washer dryer in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If I'm coming home from work You know what I'm saying? My man expects for his clothes to be washed. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting up here saying that he's a fucking narcissist or a vampire because he expects those things. But shit, if he bought me a washer and fucking dryer, why in the fuck would I not wash his clothes? You know what I'm saying? Why would I not? Why would I make sure? Why would I not make sure that he have clean sheets and things and to lay on, clean towels to wash his ass with? You get what I'm saying? Why would I not make sure he has those things when he's doing things that a real man should do? You get what I'm saying? He sees where you're lacking. And then he's fulfilling that void. You get what I'm saying? And knowing damn well, okay, he's fulfilling that void. So with that being said, maybe he does want to be in my life for a while. Maybe he does plan on being here and being protective and being supportive and making me just feel all the way secure, insane with him. You get what I'm saying? I mean, insane, because it's not like I said insane. But anyway, so a superstar narcissist have super high standards which don't accept failure from them and the people around them. Okay, so that's pretty much saying, like I said, a narcissist, they set like unrealistic standards. You get what I'm saying? Like they set unrealistic standards and they want you to fulfill those unrealistic standards and unrealistic needs. And then once they realize that, oh, that person cannot fulfill my unrealistic desires, or that person cannot fulfill my unrealistic needs. This person can't feel. This person cannot feel a need that I want. I feel like it could be a realistic need, but narcissistically thinking, it would be an unrealistic need. You get what I'm saying? It'll be an unrealistic need. It'll be an unrealistic task. It'll be an unrealistic desire. You get what I'm saying? But anywho, so another narcissistic vampire, it says they have they hate passive aggressive, but attracted because of their aggressive ways of dealing with failure. Expect loyalty, and can spend quite a bit to get back at people. Exactly what Trump says in The Art of the Deal. Okay, so I haven't read that book. But maybe I need to see about that though. So, okay, so the narcissistic vampires, they hate passive aggressiveness, but they attract it because of the way they deal with failure. Also, they expect loyalty and can spend quite a bit of time getting back at somebody. So just say a narcissistic vampire. Now, this is how you know a narcissistic from a real one, like I said, because why would, if a man is a real man, and just say a woman cheated or lied on a man, or whatever the case is, right? That man a real man will go about his fucking way. A real woman will go about her fucking way, because you want to know why? It's going to be draining for me to sit in a relationship with a narcissistic vampire. You get what I'm saying? Like, that is some shit that I'm not sitting in, around, or with. You get what I'm saying? Because the thing is, they expect you to be loyal to them when in reality they're not loyal to you. They expect for you to spend all your energy on them, but these motherfuckers ain't spending no energy on you. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, a narcissistic vampire, he will go to the ends of earth to hurt a motherfucker just to prove a motherfucking point. And still that point may never get proven. But anyway, and narcissism means never having to say sorry. Okay, that's why some men some men don't apologize, some women don't apologize. But you got some women that do, and some men that do apologize, and some men that, vice versa. Men and women, some of them do, some of them don't. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, when it comes down to what people do, sometimes people be like, I ain't sorry and I don't apologize because, sometimes they don't see their ways. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't see how they manipulate the situation, how they took this person's business, took this idea from that person, tried to destroy families and shit. Sometimes they don't recognize what the fuck they do. That's why they don't be like, oh, I'm not apologizing for that. But anyway. And it says protection against narcissist vampires. Okay. It says they don't do much of anything that isn't self-serving. But if you can manage to tie your interest to theirs, it is possible they will take you places. If your boss is a narcissist, says the author, your success and happiness and contingent. I think that says contingent upon indulging their every whim. Do that or move, I'd add. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, so these narcissistic vampires, it's kind of wild because they can be kind of, I don't know, if I could say, if you're not prepared for a vampire in your life, they will drain your ass dry, and then they'll linger in your life. They'll be in your life until they feel like they get everything that they have gotten out of you. And you got obsessive compulsive vampires. They take long to make decisions. They'll rarely show appreciation if ever. Confuse process with product on how things are done and can become more important than getting things done. Oh, they also kill visions. They don't only they don't listen when it comes to big ideas, okay? So that's an obsessive compulsive vampire. But look, I got the shit on them real quick. I'll see y'all later.